Big changes are coming for businesses and consumers importing goods from China and Hong Kong. As of February 4th, 2025, a new 10% tariff has been imposed on all imports, shaking up global trade once again. But that's not all. The US has also removed the de minimis exemption, impacting small shipments that were once duty-free. What does this mean for you? Stay tuned as we break it all down. The US has officially expanded the 301 additional tariffs, adding a new 10% duty on imports from China and Hong Kong. This means that, in many cases, products will now face combined tariffs exceeding 35%, depending on the existing duties. The policy applies to thousands of goods, including electronics, machinery, textiles, and more. For years, small shipments under $800 could enter the US duty-free under what's known as the de minimis exemption. That's no longer the case. From now on, all goods from China and Hong Kong, no matter how small, are subject to tariffs and customs processing. China has responded by imposing tariffs of 10 to 15% on select US imports, including energy products and raw materials. In addition, China has expanded its export restrictions on critical minerals, potentially impacting American manufacturers who rely on these resources. So, what does this mean for businesses and consumers? Importers will now face higher costs, which could lead to price increases for everyday goods. The removal of the de minimis exemption will also disrupt e-commerce platforms like Shein and Temu, forcing them to adjust prices or scale back US operations. Shipping and logistics companies are also preparing for longer customs processing times due to the additional tariffs. With these major changes in place, businesses must adapt quickly. Companies may start exploring alternative supply chains in countries outside China, while policymakers and trade groups will closely watch the impact on US inflation and economic growth. The global trade landscape is shifting fast, and these new tariffs are just the beginning. Want to stay ahead of the latest customs and tariff updates? Subscribe to US Trade and Tariff Watch and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.